Hello everybody, this is Laura Slowinski, lauraslowinski.com. I finally figured out how to get my website into the details of the live post. So if you want to know how to do that, message me, I'll tell you how. So today, Rick and we were sitting at lunch today. He took the day off and we were both working from home and we decided to head to lunch. And what I noticed was we were sitting there and there were several people around us, including this one couple. It was really funny. Both of them, they were sitting like side by side, and both of them were sitting there and each of them were looking at their phones. They weren't even looking at each other. So I started thinking about it and I was like, you know what? Hey Sharon, how are you doing? So I was just wondering, are you ruling your life or is your life ruling you? So that's, you caught me live. I know sometimes with the time change it's hard to do. I'm trying to keep up with everybody and anyway, so we were sitting in the restaurant and Rick and I we were like looking around and there were some couples in there and they were all sitting down. Oh, it's 11:45 here. Oh my gosh, that's late. I know I've been staying up since 1:30 lately. Crazy time. But so anyway, so we were in this restaurant and we were looking around and there were people like to the left of us, to the right of us, and they were sitting there, but they weren't really there. They were just playing with their phones and both of them were like looking down, like looking on their phones. And I was just thinking, are we really letting these electronics and technology and some of our businesses, are we just letting them rule our life? And how do we take that back? So I have some ideas today for us, and this is something that I used to struggle with myself, because what would happen is, here was my mindset. My original mindset was, if I could just keep up with all of the requests, with the comments, with the likes, with the people's questions, with the emails that were coming in, and if I could just continuously keep up with it, then when I sat down to do something else, then I wouldn't be bombarded with all of those things. Well, that doesn't work that way. And I found that out. Actually, it took me quite a while, I'll be honest. It didn't hit me right away. But now what do is I actually write a list and I stick to it. I have things that I have to do in the morning, like I journal. And we talked about this, I don't know, a little bit last week, but I journal and then I read, I do some personal development. I have a daily video that I do every single day, and then I go on and I do my work. I do my prospecting, but I time it. I put a timer on and I say, okay, for the next half an hour, this is what I need to do. And then I fit all of I have webinars in there, I have trainings in there, and so that actually helps me handle my time, because it really wasn't working out that I was every single time I looked at the phone, I would, I just wouldn't be present with who I'm with. So now I'm not looking at my phone. I mean, in our house, we've never had the electronics at the table. So if you're a mom or dad or have family members, we don't allow electronics on the table. We never have. We don't like it when that happens. When we go to restaurants and all we see is families sitting there with their kids with the electronics in their hand, because there's no, it just doesn't bring the family together. I think it actually pulls it apart. So this is what we do, is we put all the electronics away. I don't turn my phone off, but we turn our phones down so that there's no volume, and we can always go back to it later. And so that's pretty much what I do. So I break my time down that I'm looking for emails, messages, and things like that. I do that specifically. Hey Laura, hey Monica, how are you? I have have something really cool I was going to show you guys. I was just talking about really the conundrum of having a cell phone and being available all the time, and with me now having my own home-based business, how that all fits together with timing. And so I'm doing a lot better than I was doing, but it was seeming to get a little bit harder. So hey Ruby, so I'm going to ask you, if you had to think about how many minutes in an hour are you guys checking your phones, like emails, for messages, texts, comments, anything other than like urgent family stuff, like not when the school calls, or you know, when it's just like family, not, you know, just going on Facebook or Twitter or Instagram. How many minutes, I want you guys to write in the comments here, how many minutes an hour do you think you're doing that? Because I'm going to tell you how many minutes an hour I was doing it, and you're going to be shocked. Well, maybe you won't be shocked, but I think you're going to be shocked. So let everybody put down there, because I'm kind of wondering, if it's 15 minutes, do you think it's 20 minutes every hour? Do you think it's just a few minutes every hour? What do you think? Sharon, you're up. What do you think? What do you spend? Yours, if I have to guess yours, Sharon, you know, I know you're almost, what, 11 and a half hours ahead of me. 11 and a half hours? No, it's almost 11 p.m. there right now, right? Is that what you said? Okay, so Ruby, you're saying about 10, 15 minutes every hour. Okay. So I don't know. So my guess would be, I've asked a few people before this, and they, you know what, Ruby, they probably said, I mean, they did say that that's pretty much what they spend, like 10 to 15 minutes of every hour. 15 minutes an hour. Okay, Geraldine, that's, yeah, that's pretty common. 15 minutes. Well, I guess it's common if, you know, well, if you're in business, it's going to be more than that. And the trick is to get it back down to that point. And if you're not in business, you know, and it's just 15 minutes an hour, you're just kind of surfing, checking things out, looking at images, quotes, watching videos, stuff like that, that's not too bad. But if you're in business, it's a little bit different. So, okay, so I'm not really sure how this is going to work, but I would really love to show you guys. Hey, Jelena. So the other day I was walking in the mall, and I don't know if you saw this, but it was my live. I actually had it in the morning. If you didn't see it, you can go back to it. But, okay, so Sharon, you said not sure, but maybe 30 minutes. So Jelena, I'll ask you the question again. How much time does everybody think per hour what they're spending checking their phones, like Facebook, messages, texting? That was the question, and a couple of people answered 10 to 15 minutes. And Sharon actually said maybe like 30 minutes. 30 minutes an hour, that's a lot of time. And I know you're a busy woman, Sharon, so that's probably why, because you're in business. But anyway, so after this message, if anybody wants any help that I can actually go in, you can message me, and I can help you with your method of operation, your daily method of operation. I had an awesome coach teach me how to do it, and it's really helping me with my time. I'm tweaking something every single day because, you know, not everything works well, not everything works exactly like somebody else. So, yep, what do you say? So much. I try to get rid of my phone when working. 15 minutes per hour is probably what I spend minimum. Yep, and that seems to be what everybody was saying, that's what their idea was. And so yeah, so I do that now. I actually turn all the ringers off and everything, and then I just get to work. And I set my timer, and that's what I do. And my super coach, who taught me this fantastic this idea, and it's worked for me really well. So I'm finding that I'm having a little bit more time to do more of the activities that I need to do for my business. So, hey Carrie, hey Huam, Mohammed, and where are you from? Where's everybody from? Timer is a good thing. You know what? And I found that I have one on my phone. Not everybody I don't know if everybody knows that's what they have on their phone, but I want to show you what I've been using is this. Oh, can you see it? I don't know if you can see it very good because of the light. Anyway, you can't see it, sorry. Maybe back here. That light is so bright. But anyway, it's a timer. Maybe if I do this. Oh my gosh, that's funny. Okay, since the light is, but anyway, it's the clock. And on the clock, I have an alarm, I have alarms, I have timers, and I have a world clock, and then I have a stopwatch. And so, so I just use the timer on here. You know, you can also use one from the kitchen. So that's pretty awesome. Okay, so the other day I was walking in the mall, and I don't know if you guys saw it, and I was talking about working at the Disney store. So when I was at the Disney store, and you know, I went back and I watched my live, and a couple of the dates were off because I don't know, maybe I was just I was talking faster than I could think. And so 1997 was the year that I worked at the Disney store, and I received this awesome poster. So super awesome. I have to show you guys. The thing is, though, I have to take you with me, and I'm not sure how the light's going to be as I go downstairs because my family left. So just give me a minute. I'm going to walk down here, and yeah, I knew it's going to get dark. But I'm going to show you because I brought it up from the basement, and I'm going to hang it in my office. And I don't know. I know I'm a Disney geek, but I thought it was really cool. And so I promised whoever was on there, I promised you guys that I would show it to you. So I am going to show it to you. I'm going to keep my promise. And here it is. Okay. So I wonder if I should, I'm going to put it on the table. Ew, so you guys can see it. Okay. So here it is. Okay. See that? Okay, so the story behind this, it was the Disney Store's 10th anniversary, 1997, the Disney Store. Now, what is so cool about this, and I'm going to see if I can get close enough. See if you can see it. See how there are, I know it's backwards, but see all of these names on here? Those are names, and get this, you're just gonna freak out. I believe it. So this whole poster is actually every single employee who worked in the Disney store. I don't know why I'm looking down. Every single employee, 1997, that worked in the Disney store worldwide, they fit their names on this, on the poster in this frame. Isn't that awesome? So my name is on this poster. And so that's why I love it so much, because I only worked at the Disney store for a couple years. It was mostly during Christmas time, only because I wanted to get a good deal on presents, and I ended up really loving it. So that is one of the things that that I treasure a lot, because I think it's awesome. And I love Disney because Disney is like the happiest place on earth. I swear it really is. Besides other things. But, okay, let me see if I can put this down here. Okay, there we go. So anyhow, yeah, so we were walking, and I was at the store, and I told you guys that I was going to share that with you. And so that was all. So other than the timing and spending, how much time are we spending on our phones? You know, if you have children, grandchildren, you're sitting, here's my challenge to you. If you're going somewhere and you're going to be there for a while, if you're at your kitchen table for dinner, if you're having dinner together, that's awesome. Turn the phones off. Shut them off, turn them down, whatever you have to do, and take our lives back, because that's what this was about. Take our life back. And you know, I know if you do have a home-based business and you have to be on the phone a lot, that's great, but you can put a time on it. Do it first thing in the morning, do it at lunch, and do it at dinner. And then when you go to do it, then you know that that's what you're going to be doing for those 15 minutes. Okay? So I know you can do it, but that's my challenge to you. I hope you enjoyed Disney Poster. I enjoyed sharing it with you. And that's all I have for tonight, okay? So in the future, if you want to subscribe to my videos, right after this video ends, there's going to be a notification right in Facebook. Just click on notify me for Laura's videos, and then you'll see me again. I'll be on tomorrow, okay? So have a great night. Love you guys, and we'll see you soon. Bye for now.